Shalom to all. Shabbos.
Shalom to all. Today we're going to learn Mishnah Shabbat, Parak Yud Aleph, Mishnah Beis, and Mishnah Gimel. And today's Mishnahs are being learned B'schos B'Shalom Zalman V'Zagas Amar Siyat V'Chayetz Chalotzayim. They should be given for that Sachat Slocha and Siyat D'Shmaya, good health, Parnas B'Shafa, and Cult of Zela, and B'schos Esther Bas Rachel. She should be Zeicher to find Reziva Kagon B'Kar of Mamish. Now we continue with the case that we started discussing in the previous Mishnah. The Chachamim said that if a person throws something from one Rosh Hashanah to another Rosh Hashanah and it passed through Rosh Hashanah, he's not chayiv for that. So Mishnah Beis tells us Ketzad. What exactly is this situation? So the first case is Shtei Gezus Trois Zu Keneged Zu Rosh Hashanah. We have two porches that are facing each other. They're on the opposite sides of Rosh Hashanah. Hamoished v'Hazarik Mizay Lazai. If a person passes something or throws something from one porch to another and is passing over the Rosh Hashanah, Pater, he's Pater for doing so. However, let's say Hayushtein B'Diyuta Acha. Both of them were on the same side of the Rosh Hashanah. So in such a case, the halacha is different. Hamoished, if someone hands something from one porch to the other, and obviously it's passing through the Rosh Hashanah, chayiv, he's chayiv. V'Hazarik, if someone throws something from one porch to another, Pater, he's Pater. Now, why is this? This is what the Levim used to do in the Midbar when they were packing up the Mishkan. There was two wagons, one after another in the Rosh Hashanah, meaning they were lined up one in front of the other. The beams of the Mishkan were passed from wagon up to the front to the next wagon of a loizarkin, but they wouldn't throw them. So since we see this is what they did in the Mishkan, they would pass from one Rosh Hashanah, which is a wagon, to another Rosh Hashanah, another wagon, with a Rosh Hashanah be'emtza, and that was with the wagons being one in front of the other. So too, if we have two porches on the same side as the Rosh Hashanah, and a person passes from one to another, so he would be chai for that. And continuing to discuss more Dina Haitzah, Chulias Habar, the earth removed from a bar, from a pit, that was placed around the edge of the pit, the Asela, or a rock, Shehin Gavayin Asara V'Rachban Arba, that they are 10 tfachim tall and 4 tfachim wide, which means this rock is 10 tfachim high and 4 tfachim wide, or the pit, along with the earth piled up around it, is 10 tfachim deep and 4 tfachim wide. So both of these are considered a Rosh Hashanah. Hanoit al-Mehen v'hanoisen al-Gaban, someone that takes something from them or places something onto them or into them, chayiv is chayiv. Pachas mikain, however, if it's less than that, meaning if the rock is less than 10 tfachim tall, or the pit is less than 10 tfachim deep, or less than 4 by 4, so pater, one who transfers from it or to it, is going to be pater. Moving on to Mishnah Gimel with more Dina Haitzah. Hazayrik arba amas b'kaisel. Someone who throws something, dalad amas in Rosh Hashanah, and it sticks to a wall that's in the Rosh Hashanah. So let's say he had a sticky fig cake or a sticky ball, and he throws it and it sticks to the side of the wall. L'malam asar tfachim, if it's stuck to the side of the wall, and it's above 10 tfachim, kizark ba'avir, it's like he threw it into the air. As we said in the previous Mishnah, the Rosh Hashanah only goes up until 10 tfachim, but 10 tfachim of airspace above the Rosh Hashanah is not considered Rosh Hashanah, and he threw it higher than 10 tfachim, so it's not considered like it landed in Rosh Hashanah. However, l'matam asar tfachim, if it's stuck to the wall lower than 10 tfachim, kizark ba'aretz, it's as if he threw it on the ground, and he would be chayiv for that. And by that same token, hazark ba'aretz arba amas, if someone's standing in Rosh Hashanah and he throws an object from where he is, and it goes a distance of 4 amas, and it lands on the ground, chayiv, so he's chayiv for doing that. Now let's say zark l'soich arba amas, he threw this object intending for it to land within dalad amas, and it did do so, but then when his galgal chutz arba amas, it rolled to a full stop and it landed outside of 4 amas. Pater, he's pater for doing so. That's because he didn't intend for it to go more than 4 amas. He intended for it to land within dalad amas, and so therefore he's not chayiv for it going more than 4 amas. However, chutz arba amas, let's say he intended to throw it past dalad amas, and it landed there for a moment. Then his galgal is arba amas. Even though it rolled to within dalad amas, and it stopped within dalad amas of him, chayiv is still chayiv, because he intended to throw dalad amas, it landed momentarily outside dalad amas, so he's chayiv for that. We're going to stop here for the day, pick up tomorrow with Mishnah Dalad and Hey. For now, everyone should have a wonderful day.